Good morning. Another day, another video. Today's Monday motivation. I wanted to share my thoughts on moving forward and living in the past. So, this weekend I binge watched, again, for the second time in a row, the show called Undone. It's on Amazon. And it's a really great show. They only have one season, and it's like maybe 8 episodes, 8 to 10 episodes. I believe it's just 8. Really well done. And in one of the episodes, the main character, whose name is Alma, is walking with her father. And her father is helping her to reminisce and relive memories from her childhood. And these are good memories. These are nice memories, warm memories. And then when it's time to come back from that, he's like, okay, Alma, let's go. And she's like, Dad, I want to stay here. I'm happy here. And she's referring to living in the past, reliving those memories. And he said, Alma, sometimes happiness is an escape. And I remember the first time I watched that scene, I was like, oh, it just ripped me to shreds. And this is before, like, my life completely turned around. And then I rewatched that scene now, and it still ripped me to shreds. Because it's very true. Happiness can be an escape. And I can only speak from my personal experience. When I find myself ruminating on the past, the good times, the times in which everybody was under one roof and I didn't know what I know now, I didn't even suspect what I know now, those warm, tinted, nostalgic memories do evoke a certain warmth and certain longing. And it's like, oh my God, I wish I could go back to those times. I tell myself this. And then I say to myself, Tony, those times, number one, they're done. And number two, the person that you created those times with didn't really feel the same way that you thought that they felt. And what I'm learning is that we can get really stuck in a loop thinking about the past. And that the more time we spend thinking about the past, the less time we have to think about the present. There's another video that I watched by a guy on YouTube called The Royal We, and I'll link it here, in which he's talking about living in the present and moving on from the narcissist. It was very to the point, short video, less than 10 minutes. And he mentioned, he was like, listen, focus on solving the problems you have today. Spend your time on that. You can't change the past. You can't change this person. You can't change what happened. Thinking about them, ruminating, doesn't do anything. And it just totally lined up with the scene from Undone and the video, and even just my journaling. And I wanted to share that with you guys. That living in the past or thinking about the past, it's going to happen. It's natural. But please try to do your best to push and stay present. There are things we can do now. I know a big search on YouTube is how to have revenge on a narcissist, right? And they're all going to tell you the same thing, and I'm going to say the same thing here. The best revenge, like Frank Sinatra said, the best revenge is massive success in all areas of your life. You want to have revenge on a narcissistic ex or narcissistic family member or a friend or coworker or someone who threw you under the bus? Be successful. Figure out what successful looks like in your life, because not everyone's version of success is the same. What's that version for you, and pursue it. That's the biggest problem you need to be solving. That's the biggest thing that you need to be dumping your time and resources into. It's okay to watch YouTube videos and read blog articles and all that, But there comes a point in time in which you gotta get out of the sick bed and take the first step. Narcs are vampires. They will drain you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. And when they've taken all their resources, they throw you to the wind. Of that much we know. Everybody's story follows the same arc. There's variances. Some are a little, some have been more abused than others. Some people have gone through the cycle multiple times. Some people only went through it once or twice. But we all have the same arc. We got with somebody. They appeared to be the dream that we always wanted to be with. And we gradually, or sometimes quickly, let our guard down, let our boundaries down. We got taken advantage of, taken for a fool. Once they got everything they needed out of us, poof, they're gone. On to the next one. Posting about it, talking about it, and leaving you crumpled up under a bedsheet somewhere crying. Okay? It's a similar arc that we've all gone through. But how we heal up and how we move forward and all that, we gotta, not we, because you can choose what you want to do, but for myself, and this is more speaking to myself and just sharing my thoughts, is being realistic and saying what I need to be focusing my energy and time is not worrying about what the narc doing, what they doing, who they doing. What am I doing? How can I make my life the best version of my life? I want to be able to look back and say, wow, yes, this person is not a part of my life anymore, but since then, X, Y, and Z. Remember, the best revenge is massive success. It's not getting back at them. It's not warning the new person about them. It's not stalking their social media. It's not even posting stuff on social media with the hope that they see it. Believe it or not. I'm guilty of that too. I've done that. I'm not better than anybody in this here. But the takeaway from that, Monday motivation, don't live in the past. Don't try to relive the happy memories. That's all cool. Those memories are valid. Those experiences happen, yes. But please, don't live in them. Don't try to ruminate. Don't try to regurgitate. Get the help you need. Get a good therapist if you can afford one. BetterHelp, Talkspace. These are all online therapy places. If you have access to Facebook groups of narc abuse victims, get in those, connect with people, talk to them. But don't live in the past. Don't escape through there. Face and tackle your problems head on. And the biggest problem that we all face as narc abuse survivors is making our lives the best version of it and healing ourselves up. That's a big problem. Not a problem per se, more like a challenge. But that's something we all need to be focusing on. I hope this video helps you to grow through life, not just go through it. You all have a great Monday.